Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dannielle, and if you're new here, I talk all about health, fitness, and maintaining a healthy lifestyle. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the most effective way to improve your body composition as well as how to lose weight effectively. If you are new to this channel and you're interested in health and fitness, then please hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell icon so that you can get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. So it's been a long-standing debate in the health and fitness industry as to whether cardio is most effective for weight loss and improving your body composition, or is it resistance training, or more specifically, weightlifting. If you're wondering which type of exercise you should focus on to see results, then please stay to the end of this video. Usually the first thing people think of when they're trying to lose weight is that they need to start hitting the treadmill, going for runs, doing the elliptical machine, or riding the bike. But is this the most effective way to lose weight and improve your body composition? Or should you focus more on weightlifting, which has become super popular, especially amongst women in the last couple years? Now, before I even answer that question, no matter what form of exercise that you choose, if your diet is not on point, or if you're not eating in such a way to achieve your goals, no matter which form of exercise you choose, you are not going to see the results. It cannot be said enough. You cannot outtrain a bad diet. You also need to pay attention to your diet. And if you're not seeing results, then before you change up your exercise routine, figure out if there's something in your diet that you're not paying so much attention to. Focus on your nutrition first, because whenever it comes to exercising, it does take time for you to see results. So with that being said, which style of training should you choose? The short answer is it all depends on what your goals are. If your goal is to lose weight and not necessarily change your body composition, then cardio is definitely very effective with losing weight. If your main goal is to improve your body composition as well as to lose weight, then resistance training may be a great style of exercise that would be most effective for you. One of the key benefits of cardio exercise is, as the name suggests, is a cardiovascular exercise. So what that simply means is that it improves and strengthens your heart. Very good for your heart. And regardless of what your goals are, I do encourage clients try to include some form of cardio into your routine. It doesn't have to be with the goal of losing weight, but it's just a great way of improving your heart health. And who doesn't want a healthy heart? The great thing about cardiovascular exercise is that it helps you to work better under physical pressure. Another great thing about cardiovascular exercise is that it really does help to control your appetite. Whenever your body starts to engage in a moderate intensity physical activity, your body is forced to circulate more blood to other parts of your body to prevent overheating. So that's why usually whenever you're engaging in cardiovascular exercise, you don't feel as hungry. Because blood is diverted away from your stomach, then you don't get those hunger cravings. So that's a great way or a great reason to incorporate more cardiovascular exercise into your routine, because it really does help to manage your food cravings. Now, another benefit of cardiovascular exercise is that minute for minute, cardiovascular exercise actually burns more calories than resistance training or weightlifting. And when you incorporate that into a more holistic approach by cleaning up your diet, then you are sure to see results. One of the best things about cardio is that it is so cost effective. You really don't need anything at all. Outside, start walking, start running. You can get a $5 jump rope at the dollar store. You can dance. There's so many things that you can do. It really is low investment to get a good workout. You can also just come up with a bunch of different exercises, string them all together, and try to take as little breaks throughout, and you've got yourself a good cardio workout. So that's what I really love about cardiovascular workouts. They are very easily accessible. You don't need anything fancy. All you need, like I said, is yourself. Now, when it comes to body composition and cardio, I wouldn't necessarily say that that is the best form of exercise if you're trying to improve your body composition. Regardless of what style of training you choose, if you are losing weight, weight is going to come from your body fat, as well as there is going to be some form of muscle loss. Now, even when incorporating resistance training, if you are trying to lose weight, you are inevitably going to lose some muscle mass in addition to body fat. Why I say that cardiovascular workouts is not the best if you're trying to improve your body composition is that according to one study, for every pound that you lose, 78% will come from fat and 22% will come from muscle mass. It doesn't seem quite as much compared to fat, but that still is quite a lot of muscle or lean tissue to lose. Whereas when you compare incorporating resistance training into your routine, or if your goal is to improve your body composition, per pound, once you include resistance training, you are only losing about 3% per pound from muscle mass. And that's a huge difference. Resistance training is the way to go. If you're someone who's just thinking, Dannielle, I just want to lose weight. I don't really care about muscle mass. I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder. We're going to get into why maintaining your muscle mass, keeping as much of it as possible, is so important later on in the video. So as I mentioned before, resistance training or weightlifting has become super popular in the last couple years, especially among women, which is so awesome because a lot of people think that lifting weights is going to make them bulky and make them look manly, but that is not the case. We are not anatomically designed to look like men. Very hard for us to overcome those physiological predisposition. Unless you have the time and discipline of a bodybuilder, lift weights a couple times out of the week, and you have a fairly balanced diet, you are not going to look like a female bodybuilder. I love it that nowadays women are not just trying to be stick figures, but they really want to empower themselves. And the great thing about weightlifting is that you feel so strong and empowered. Like I mentioned before, if you are trying to lose weight and are losing weight, it is inevitable that you are going to lose some muscle mass in addition to fat. The great thing about resistance training or adding resistance training to your routine is that it counteracts the amount of muscle mass that you actually lose. And this happens because you're slowly tearing muscle fibers, and when they repair themselves, they actually build back stronger and bigger. And I encourage all women to incorporate strength training or weightlifting into their routine because as we get older, even from our 30s, we start to lose muscle mass. And that's why when we hit our 30s and 40s, it becomes a lot harder for us to lose weight because we don't have as much lean tissue. When you incorporate weightlifting, you're able to counteract some of the muscle or lean tissue loss that naturally happens because of aging. So you want to do whatever you can to maintain as much lean tissue mass as you can. Inevitably, we're all going to get old eventually, but I like to feel like I did the best that I could to maintain my health. Another key reason that I encourage women to lift weights is because weight-bearing exercises actually strengthens your bone, especially as women. When we get to that point in our lives, when we hit menopause, our bones naturally start to lose calcium and they become weaker and more susceptible to breaking. Weight-bearing exercises actually counteracts that and strengthens your bones. So not only is resistance training great to achieve a certain aesthetic that you may be looking for, it is so good for you internally, especially for women. So I always encourage my clients not to be afraid of lifting weights. The next great thing about resistance training is that it improves your basal metabolic rate. Now, when I was talking about cardio, I mentioned that minute per minute cardiovascular exercise actually burns more calories than weight-bearing exercises or weightlifting. Incorporating weightlifting exercises, you're actually increasing your muscle mass. Muscle mass is more metabolically active than fat cells. So you'll find that even when you're at rest, when you're not doing anything but sitting on the couch watching TV, if you engage in resistance training and are building muscles and increasing in muscle mass, you are actually burning more calories than you would had you not started resistance training. Obviously, this takes a longer time for you to actually see the benefits of it, because you do need time in order to improve and increase your muscle mass. In the long term, resistance training actually burns more calories and can be super effective in helping you to lose weight. I know for this video we've been talking a lot about weight loss, but for some of us, we may not want to lose weight. We may want to just maintain our weight, or we want to gain weight. And especially as women, we like to have a certain shape, and that's what resistance training does. It helps to sculpt your body, and that's what you don't get from cardiovascular exercise. When you do cardio, you're losing weight all over. When you incorporate resistance training into your routine effectively, you are increasing the size of those muscles and making you more shapely. Now, the downside I would say with resistance training is that you definitely have to be in it for the long haul. It does take time for you to start seeing those results. If you do want to see results quicker, then I would suggest that you incorporate some cardio sessions in there. That's what I like to do. I like to do a mixture of both, but I tend to prefer weightlifting, so I'll focus more on weightlifting and add 2 to 3 cardio sessions. And that's actually a good thing that it takes time, because remember, like I've always said before, your health and fitness is a lifelong investment. And so for me, that isn't even negative. That's actually great. But like I said, if you're looking for quicker results, I would encourage you to add a little bit more cardio to your routine. The other downside I would say with resistance training is that it does take quite a bit of investment. Weights aren't very cheap, especially as you progress in your fitness and you're getting stronger and stronger each time you want to increase the resistance. So it can be a little bit pricey, and sometimes you don't even have to focus on improving the weights every time. You can increase the intensity of your routine in other ways. You can focus on taking fewer breaks in between sets. You can increase the reps or volume. So there are many different ways that you can increase the intensity without necessarily having to invest in heavier and heavier weights. So what's the verdict? Which form of exercise should you incorporate if you want to improve your body composition and lose weight? And of course, it is resistance training or weightlifting that helps to preserve your lean muscle mass. If you want to lose weight and see results a little bit faster, then of course, adding in some cardio sessions into that will definitely help to jumpstart those results. So I definitely recommend, if you want to have that sculpted look, you have to include some form of resistance training. And because of the benefits of cardiovascular exercise on the health of your heart, then of course I cannot have a routine that is completely devoid of cardio workouts. I have to include it. But my advice to you is that if you're really looking to improve your health, then focus on an exercise routine that you enjoy. There is no point in forcing yourself to do a form of exercise that you hate, because if you're really honest with yourself, it's not something that you're going to want to maintain in the long run. So choose something that you find enjoyable, something that's fun. At the end of the day, not everyone wants to change their body composition, so it's totally fine if you're not interested in weightlifting. And I know a lot of people are interested in just improving their body composition and sculpting their bodies. So that's why I focus a lot on weightlifting. Do what works for you. If you have a very specific goal, then you will need to work out in such a way to achieve that goal. But if your goal is just overall health and improving your fitness, then do whatever works best for you. So that is today's video, guys. I really appreciate you spending time with me. Thank you so much for staying to the end of this video. I really truly do appreciate it. Make sure to drop a comment below letting me what forms of exercise do you prefer. Are you team cardio, or are you team weightlifting, or are you team no exercise? Make sure to hit that subscribe button and also that bell icon, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.